power
This
pivot.
conference will now be recorded.
We last class we started power pivot. Yesterday's class is class 1. Today's class is class number 2. What we are going to discuss in the class 2? Data warehousing concepts. Few data warehousing concepts I'll discuss. So again, tomorrow's class also I'll discuss few more concepts. Today I'll discuss about some data warehousing concepts. Fine. We already know what are dimension columns and fact columns. We'll start with what? Dimension tables first. First we'll start with dimension tables. So what are dimension tables means? Generally, dimension table will have a primary key column plus dimension columns. Primary key, in short, you can call it as PK, primary key column, plus it will contains dimension columns, plus dimension columns. You'll understand, guys. What are the example for dimension tables? Examples is customers table is one example for dimension table. Which table? Customers. Uh, Another example is products table. Products table is an example for dimension table. Let's see now what you will have in the products table and customers table. First, let me tell you what you will have in the customers table. Let's say every company will have customers. Every company will have which table? Customers table. Take example, Amazon is there. Amazon, if you want to place an order in Amazon, first you need to register with Amazon. In order to place an order in the Amazon, when I want to place an order, first I need to register. When I register, then only I can place an order. At the time of registration, what you will give? You will provide your name, mobile number, email ID, address, and so on, right? All this information they will store in one table called what? Customer. You are the customer for Amazon. What type of columns you will have in the customers table is, first column you will have is customer key column. What is that? Customer key. That customer key is a primary key column. Primary key column means that column will allow unique values, no null values. So primary key means that column will allow what? Unique values. It will allow only unique values and no null values. Primary key is nothing but one constraint. Let's say column 1 is there. If it is primary key, column 1 is what here? Primary key. So that this column will have what type of values? Unique. This column will not allow what? Null values. That is the primary key column. So you'll understand that one also. Along with the primary key column, in the customers table, what is the next column you'll have? Okay, customer ID or customer key. Every customer will have one ID. Next column is customer name. Next column is email. Uh, Next column is what? Mobile. Next column is what? Address, and so on. Mm. It might be other columns also will be the gender, lot of things. We are fine now. Let's say I register with Amazon. When I register with Amazon, my record will be entered in which table I said? Customers. It will starts with one ID, any random ID. Let's say it starts with what? 1001, 1001, and my name, whatever the name I given, it will store here. My email ID, and then mobile number, and then address. Um, like this, for every customer, one record will be entered in which table? Customers table. Uh, so after few hours, one more customer register with Amazon. After few hours, what happens? One more customer register with Amazon. Let's say when second customer registered, that second customer also details entered in which table? Customers. Can I give 1001 here again? No. It's a primary key column, right? It should have what? Unique. Instead of giving 1001, can I leave it as null? No. So it will not allow what? Null values. Must and should you need to have one unique ID. Can I give 1002? Yes, it's a unique one, right? It will. Now the customer name, let's say he's Sri. His email ID is sri@gmail.com. And then their address. So like that, for every customer, one record will be there in which table? Customers table. Like this, how many customers registered? Every customer, one entry will be there. uh, this customer name, email id, mobile number, address, these columns are dimension columns or fact columns? All are dimension columns, right? This table contains what? This customers table contains what? Primary key column plus what? Dimension tables. The table which contains primary key column plus dimension columns are what type of tables? Dimension tables. What is the another example I given? Products. Let's see. Let's understand about product table also. Uh, so Amazon will sell some products, right? Whatever the products Amazon is selling, every product details will be there in where? Products table. What will be the first column you'll have in the products table is product key. What is the first column? Product key. Product key. Again, it is what column? Primary key. Again, this column need to have what values? Unique values, no null values. Once after the product key, next one is what? Product name. Product name. And then might be remaining things will have product description. What is this? Or else product code, product description, product description, product color. Might be lot of other things will be there. I'm writing only few columns. Let's say Amazon is selling one Acer laptop. When Amazon is selling Acer laptop, the details will be entered in which table? Product table. Let's start with one random ID 5001. I'm starting. Any ID is fine. What is the product name is? Acer laptop, Acer Nitro 5. And product code AN5 I am giving. Product description, it is 512 GB, 512 SSD and 16 GB RAM. So I'm just writing some description, guys. What it is? 16 GB. So might be other description also there. We are fine now. And what is the color? Black. Like this, every product details will be entered in which table? Products. Let's say Amazon is selling iPhone. When Amazon is selling iPhone details will be available in where? Products table. They will give one ID. Can I give 5001 here again? No. You need to give a unique ID. 5002. Uh, let's say iPhone 13. Um, code is I13 and it is again 512 GB and it is white color, right? Like this, for every product, one entry will be entered in which table? Products table. Which table? Products table. Now this product name, product code, product description, color, dimension columns, fact columns. All are dimension columns. This product table also have what? Primary key column plus what? Dimension column. Products table is also which table? Dimension table, guys. You'll understand. Like this, next type of table you have is what? Fact tables. Fact tables. We already understand dimension tables. Let's talk about the fact tables. For what are fact tables? What generally fact tables will have is fact tables will have foreign key columns. What is that? Foreign key. Foreign key, FK. You can call it as what?
In table, all foreign key values that indicates fact tables.
No, I'll tell you. Wait, just it will have foreign key columns. It will have what? Foreign key columns plus it will have fact columns. It will have what? Fact columns. Fact tables will have foreign key columns. Along with the foreign key columns, you'll have what? Fact columns. You'll understand. Just give me a few seconds. Okay. Now, example for fact table is sales table. Which table? Sales table, etc. So take an example. Amazon, what are the customers are there in customers table is there? What are the products they are selling? Products table is there. So when Sunil go and purchase Acer laptop, a record will be entered in which table? Sales table. Record will be entered in which table? Sales table. Sales table contains what type of columns? First column you'll have is which customer purchase the do the sales. You'll have customer key. That customer name will be not there. That corresponding customer key will be there. It will be foreign key. So foreign key means it can allow duplicates, guys. Foreign key column can allow what? repeated values it can allow, but primary key column cannot allow. Customer key is a foreign key. You'll understand. Just concentrate. Along in the sales table, along with the customer key, that customer will purchase product, right? That product related key, which product they purchased, that product related key will be there. Next column will have is what? Product key. Again, it's foreign key column. Which column? Foreign key. Like this, foreign key columns will be there. Now I written only two foreign key columns. There are cases where you'll have more also. Fine. Now other columns what you will have is how much quantity they purchased, what is the unit price, whether they provide any discount, after the discount what is the sales amount. This kind of columns you'll have it. What you will have this kind of columns. So I'm just writing only few columns, might be some more columns will be there. So take an example. Sunil went to Amazon website and he purchased a laptop. Sunil went to Amazon website and purchased which laptop? Acer Nitro 5. When he purchased, a record will be entered in which table? Sales table. Tell me what value you will get in customer key. 1001 you will get. You will get what?
Mhm.
100. Why? Because Sunil. So in sales table you will not have customer name. You will have IDs only. So Sunil related ID will you have. What is the product he purchased? Product key. Acer Nitro 5001. Uh, how much quantity he purchased? What is the unit price of it? Let's say it is 1 lakh. And how much discount he got? After the discount, how much paid? That data will be there. So fine, let's write that record first. Sunil purchased Acer laptop. Customer key is 1001. Product key is what? 5001. One quantity. Unit price is 1 lakh. And then he got a discount of 10,000. And after discount, he paid what? 90,000. After few days, Sunil purchased iPhone 13. When Sunil purchased iPhone 13, after few days, one more record will be entered in which table? Sales table. What is the customer key now? 1001. Same Sunil, right? What is the product key? 5002. Let's say quantity is 1, the price is 1,20,000 and the discount is 20,000. Let's say how much you got is 1 lakh. Hmm. Like this, after few days, she purchased Acer laptop. When she purchased Acer laptop, one more record will be entered in which table? Sales table. Now tell me, when she purchased Acer laptop, what is the customer key? She related customer key 1002. What is the product key? 5001. 5001. Let's say that time also prices are same. I'll copy paste this. Like this, for every sales transaction, one record will be entered in which table? Sales table. When I go to the sales table, this customer key and product key are having duplicates or not? If it need to allow duplicates, it should be a primary key or foreign key? Foreign key. This quantity, unit price, discount, sales amount, they are dimension columns or fact columns? They are fact columns. This table have what? Foreign key columns plus what? Fact columns. A table which have foreign key columns plus fact columns are what? Fact tables. Dimension tables will contain what? Dimension columns. Fact tables will contain what? Fact columns. We got some idea. Now, majority of the cases, clients will ask you to create the visual. Everything what I am discussing theoretically here, I'll practically show you in Power BI. Majority of the cases, clients will ask Power BI developers. Clients will ask Power BI developers to create visuals using both dimension tables and fact tables together. Majority of the cases, clients will ask Power BI developers to create to create visuals using both dimension tables and fact tables together. Dimension tables and what? Fact tables together. Together. Okay. So, what is the meaning is, let's say my client is asking to show customer name by sales. My client is asking to create one visual. What they're asking to show? Customer name by sales. In order to show customer name, you need to take customer name column from which table? Customer table, dimension table. You need to take sales column from which table? Sales table. It is fact table. One is from dimension table, another one is one fact table. When you want to create the visual using two tables, what you need to have? Relationship. What you need to have? Relationship. In order to establish the relationship, what you required? Common column. You want to give the relationship between which tables now? To show customer name by sales, you need to give the relationship between which tables? Customers and sales. Customers and sales. Based on a common column called what? Customer key. customer key. So we have a common column. With this common column, you can give what? Relationship. We'll see. Hmm? So when you give the relationship, it can comfortably calculate what? Customer name wise sales. What is the first customer? Sunil. How it will calculate the sales, you know? For Sunil, it will find out the customer key. That customer key will send to the sales table. Send to where? Sales table. What is the customer key for Sunil? 1001. How many times are there? Two times. What is the sum of sales? 1 lakh 90. 1 lakh 90. You'll get here 1 lakh 90,000. 1 lakh 90,000. What is the second customer? Sri. How it will calculate the sales now? It will take customer key, it will send it, and how many times are there? One time. What is the sales amount? 90,000. 90,000. Now you are comfortably able to show Sunil is doing 1 lakh 90 sales, she is doing only 90,000 sales, right? Like this primary key and foreign key will help you to define what? Relationship. Common column. Their common column with that. So that primary key, foreign key will help you to calculate these values. Let's say this time my client is asking to create another visual. In the another visual, they're asking to show product name by sales. What? Product name wise sales. You need to take product name column from which table? Product table. You need to take sales column from which table? Sales table. Now this visual you need to create using how many tables? Two tables, right? You need to create using two tables. So if you want to create the visual using two tables, you need to define a relationship. To define the relationship, you need what? Common column. What is the common column? Product key and product key. You'll give the relationship. So what is the first product? Is Acer Nitro 5. uh, Acer Nitro 5. And what is the sales amount? How it will calculate is, it will take that product key, it will send it to the product table, it will send it to the sales table. How many times the product is there? Two times. Each time how much? 9090. Two times means 1 lakh 80,000. Acer Nitro is doing how much sales totally? 1 lakh 80,000. What is the next product? iPhone 13. What is the sales? iPhone 13 is 5002. It will send it. Only one time is there. How much is the sales? 1 lakh. Are you able to show product name by sales? Yes. This primary key column and foreign key column will help you to what? Define what? Relationships. Mm. Now you got some idea. Majority of the cases when clients ask Power BI developers to create visuals using both dimension tables and fact tables, what you need to do is you need to define first relationships based on what? Dimension table will have a primary key, fact table will have a foreign key. With that you need to give the relationship. Okay, whatever I discussed theoretically in the last 20 minutes, let's see practically how it will work in Power BI. Same tables I'll bring, I'll show it in Power BI. Open Power BI desktop now. Click on blank report. One way to bring the tables is, into Power Pivot I need to bring some tables. In order to start working in Power Pivot, first you need to have some tables. Yesterday I said that in order to work in Power Pivot you need to have some tables first. One way to bring the tables is using what? Get data also. This time I need to bring the data tables from SQL Server. Click on get data, SQL Server. Provide the server name. Provide the server name. This is the server name. I want to bring the tables from product database. Which database? Product database. Go to product database. Just press OK. When I press OK, it will open the product database and it will show the tables. Just bring the same tables what I discussed. I discussed now about customers table, product table, sales table. Here, these tables will have more number of rows and columns. While I explain here, I explain only less number of columns and less number of rows. But this time, here you will have more number of columns and more number of rows. That is the only difference. Tables are same. When I go to customers table here, you might have more columns. There you will have less columns. Here you might have more rows. Fine. So think in the same way. Now I'll go and delete the relationships case. Intentionally, I'll go and delete all the relationship between these tables. We know that when you load the tables, Power BI will automatically define what? Relationships, right? Let me delete that relationships. What is the way you can delete is, if you want to delete only one relationship, select the relationship, right click, delete. If you want to delete all at once, go to where? Manage relationships, select all the relationships. There is an option called what? Delete. When I click on delete, relationships got deleted. Do you have any relationships now? Now my client is asking to show product name by sales. Now tell me, in order to show product name by sales, We know that product name column is available in which table? Product data table. Product name column, you need to drag it from where? Product data table. Sales amount column, you need to drag it from where? Sales table. How many tables you need to use here? Two tables. Now, is it possible to create the visual using these two tables now? No. Why? No relationship. When at this point of time, you cannot. So only when you establish the relationship, you can. Let's try to create the visual using these two tables. In order to create the visual, where I need to go? Report view. Power view or report view. When I go to report view, you can build the visuals now. Now let's take one table visual. In this table visual, I'll go and drag the product name and sales. What will drag? Go to the product data table, drag which column? Product name column. Which column? Product name column. Go to the sales data table, go and drag which column? Sales. Will it show? Yes or no? No, right? Let's see. And I go and drag it. Is it showing? Yes. How it is showing? Yesterday, I write one statement: when there is no relationship in the tables, you don't see the data. If you remember, uh, whenever we need to create the visuals on more than one tables, we need to have what? Relationship in the tables, I said. Without the relationships, you cannot show the data, we said. But this time, between sales table and product table, even though you don't have relationship, Power BI is showing the data, right? So look at the data carefully. What you notice there? Sales amount is same for all the products. So visual is not showing correct data. Visual is not showing what? Correct data. Correct data it's not showing. It is showing each and every product in the product table. For every product it is showing complete sales. Every product it is showing what? Complete sales. I cannot perform any analysis with this visual. Remember one point: between the tables, when there is no relationship, when you create the visuals, sometimes visual will not show data. Sometimes visual will show what? Wrong data. Let me tell you one example. When it will show, when it will not show, I'll show you now. Get data. To explain that, I'll bring EMP DEPT tables. This time, just to explain, I'm bringing simple EMP table, DEPT table, and managers table. Click on load. Click on load. Now what I'll do is, I'll go and delete the relationship between these tables also. I'll just delete these relationships also. Right click on what? Delete. Even delete this. Okay, we are fine. We deleted the relationship between EMP table and what? DEPT table. Now, using these two tables, I'll try to create a visual to show employee name and location. I'm taking one table visual. In the table visual, I'm trying to show employee name and location. Employee name is available in which table? Employee. Location is available in which table? DEPT. Is it showing? No. So you don't have relationship, it is not showing. But if you see here, even though you don't have relationship, it is showing or not? Let me tell you, let me create another visual with the same two tables. I'm taking one more table visual. This time I want to show location wise salaries. What I need to show? I drag location. How many locations are there? For each location, how much salaries we are paying, I am dragging it. Is it showing? Right. This visual also you created using EMP table and DEPT table. It's not showing. This visual also created using EMP table and DEP table. It's showing. What is the difference is, here both are dimension columns. Employee name and location are what? Dimension columns. When you take dimension columns from multiple tables, visual will not show data. Here one is dimension column, second one is what? Fact column. When you take one dimension column and one fact column, or else dimension column from one table, if you take fact column from another table, if you take, it will show the data. But it will show what data? Wrong data. What it will show is all the locations it will show. For every location, it will show complete salary. Complete. Can I do any analysis here? No. If you want to correct, get accurate data, what you guys need to do? We need to give a relationship. In order to give the relationship, what you required? Common column, right? Select the department number column, drag and drop on what? Department. It will open this window. Just click on what? Save. When I click on save, now you got a relationship based on which column? Department number. Now when I go to this visual, is it showing correct data? No. Yes, it is showing correct data. Let me tell you, when you take dimension columns from two different tables, it will not show data when you don't have a relationship. If you take one dimension column and one fact column, it will show the data, but it will show what? Wrong data. That's what here. Even though this product table and sales table don't have relationship, you are taking dimension column from one table, fact column from another table. It will show every dimension value. It will show complete sales value. There is no use of this visual, but it will show the data. In order to get the accurate data, what you need to do here? You need to define the relationship. You need to go to model view. In order to define the relationship, where I need to go? Model view. What is the common column between these two tables? Product key. Go and select product key. Drag and drop on what? Product key. Product key. Any direction is fine. Either you select product key here, drop it here, or you select here, drop it here. Anywhere is fine. Go and drag and drop on product key. When I drag and drop on product key, you'll get this window, guys. Just click on what? I'll come back. I'll discuss about this window in a detailed way. For now, click on save. When I click on save, you got a relationship based on product table and sales table or not? Will you see correct data now? Yes. When I go and check, it will show correct data. Is it showing? Yes, it is showing product how much is the sales. Let's check this value is correct or not. How can you check it is? I already said that you created a visual, you drag product name and you drag what? Sales. You drag product name from which table? Product data. You drag sales amount from which table? Sales table. Sales amount from sales table. I said that how it will calculate sales. For first product, it will take what? Product key. And it will send that product key to which table? Sales table. It will filter that product key. It will filter what? Product key. And it will show the corresponding sales. Right? Let's check it whether it is doing the same way or not. What is the first product you are showing in the visual? All purpose bike stand. Go to which table first? Product data table. Go and look at the product what we are talking. We are talking about what? All purpose bike stand. What is the product key? 486. I need to send that 486 to which table? Sales table. I need to filter all that 486. All that 486. That product might be sold multiple times. Okay. When I go to the sales data table, go to which table? Sales data table. You filter what? Product key. What is the product key? Number filters equals to 486. Click on what? Okay. When I press OK, how many times there is product key means 34 times. So that product was sold how many times? All purpose bike stand was sold 34 times. Each time when it was sold, what is the sales amount is 159. Huh? Each time how much? 159. 159 into what? 34. How much? Hmm. Open 159 into 34. How much? 5406. Is it the number it is showing in the visual? Yes. That is how it will calculate. Okay. So we know that it will take first product. For that it will take product key. It will send that product key to sales table. It will filter that product key. For that product key, it will calculate what? Sum of sales. Sum of sales. That is how this relationship will work. Now my client is asking to show customer name by sales. In order to show customer name by sales, you need to take customer name from which table? Customer data. Sales amount from which table? Sales data. Go and create a visual. I'm trying to create a new visual. I'm taking another table visual. I'll go and drag customer name from customers table. Go to customers table, drag the customer first name, drag the customer middle name, drag the customer last name. Customer name wise, what I need? Sales. Sales is there in another table. Now I'll go to sales data table. I'll drag the sales amount. Someone tell me, will the visual show the data or yes or no? It will show the data, but wrong data, right? See, when I drag it, is it showing? Yes. Even though you don't have a relationship between sales table and customers table, visually showing the data, but wrong data. Why? Because from one table you taken dimension columns, from another table you taken what? Fact columns. If you want to get the accurate data, what you need to do? Relationship. In order to define the relationship, you need what column? Common key column, customer key column, right? Um, we need a common column. What is the common column currently? It is customer key. Which one? Customer key. Select the customer key in one table, drag and drop on customer key in another table. When I drag and drop on it, it will get one window. Click on what? Save. When I go here, are you getting the customer by sales? Key, you got it. Now will you see correct data? Yes, it is showing different numbers now. What it will do is, it will take first customer. For that first customer, it will identify what? Customer key. That customer key will send to which table? Sales table. It will filter that customer key here. It will filter that customer key. For that customer key, it will calculate what? Sales amount. Let's check it. For one customer, what is the first customer you are showing? Arun J. Sharma. Go to first customer's table. Go and filter Arun J. Sharma here. When I go here, there are multiple Aruns. One is what? Arun J. Sharma. The one we are talking about is what? Arun J. Sharma. What we need to take from this Arun J. Sharma? Customer key. What is that? 11801. You need to take this to which table? Sales table. Go to sales table. In the sales table, clear the filter. This you need to filter this time on which column? Customer key. Number filters equals to what is the customer key? 11801, right? Press OK. That customers is doing sales for how many times? 3 times. See, I might go to Amazon multiple times. I will do the sales, right? This customer also do the sales how many times? 3 times. Each time, what is the sales amount? Go and see. First time 2.29. Second time 35. Third time 49.99. 49.99 means around 50. 50 plus 35. 85. 85 plus 2. 87. 87.28. When you adjust one here, 87.28. Is it showing the same number? That is how it will calculate the values. So now you might get some idea. Primary keys will be available in which table? Dimension tables. Foreign keys will be available in which table? Fact tables. With the primary key and foreign key will give what? Relationship. How you will define relationship, how it will calculate values, you got some idea now. Fine. So we understand so far this points case. Dimension columns and dimension tables and fact tables. Now let's talk about what? Types of cardinalities. Types of cardinalities. How many types of cardinalities are there? Is four types. How many types? Four types of cardinalities are there. Four types of cardinalities. 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 Types of cardinalities. Four types of cardinalities. First one is what? One to one. Second one, one to many. Many to one. Many to many. First, let me talk about one to one. So what is this cardinality? Where we will select it is, let me go and delete this relationship. Let me show you. I delete this relationship. Let's say I want to define the relationship using product table and what? Sales table. So one way to define the relationship is select the product key in one table, drag and drop on product key in another table. That is one way. So even second way is there. What is the second way to define the relationship is you need to go to where? Manage relationship. Now you need to go here somewhere, new relationship. Click on what? New relationship. It open a window with the name called new relationship window, where we need to select the tables and common columns that are related. Between which tables you need to give the relationship? Product table. And what is the second table? Sales table. Once you select the tables, then you need to select common columns. What do you need to select? What is the common column between product table and sales table? Product key and product key. You got selected product key and product key. Once you select the tables, once you select the common column, then you need to select what? Cardinality here. When I go to cardinality, so here there are four types of cardinality: one to one to many to one, many to many. So how, when I select one to one, it will tell you this cardinality is wrong. So nowhere it is getting error message. Okay, so if you see save button is not enabled now. When save button is not enabled, the problem is cardinality is wrong. Cardinality is what? Wrong. So when I go and select many to one, still it is not enabled. Hmm? What is the right cardinality is one to many. What happens this time? Product key, product key. Now one to many. Is it correct? Selecting correctly? Yes. It enabled. So on what basis you need to select the cardinality? I'll tell you now. So I'm just clicking on what? New relationship. Which table first? Product table. Second table what? Sales table. What is the common column? Product key and product key. On what basis you need to select the cardinality is, in the products data table, product key is unique or duplicate. Unique or duplicate. In products data table, product key is unique. We know that it's the primary key. Yes or no? Primary key will have unique or not. So that is unique means one. In the sales data table, product key is unique or repeated? Repeated. It's a foreign key. It repeat what? Many. Based on common column, we need to select what? Cardinality. What is the right cardinality here? One to many. What is the meaning is you are telling in products table product key is one time, in the sales table product key is what? Many time. Remaining options go with the default. I'll talk them in tomorrow's class. Click on save. When I click on save, now you got the relationship, click on close. When you go here, are you getting the relationship based on product key here? If you see one is there and star is there. Star is nothing but many. Star is nothing but what? Many. So you can tell easily now in the products table product key is what? One time. In the sales table product key is what? Many time. What is the cardinality? One to many. What is the cardinality? One to many. Like this, we need to choose the cardinality, guys. First, let me talk about one to one cardinality. There are rarely 99% of tables you will have one to many. Remaining cardinalities rarely you will have. Let's discuss first one to one. Uh, what are the tables example for one to one is, let's say I join in a company as an employee. I join in a company as what? Employee. When I join in the company as an employee, I'll provide my employee details. I'll provide what? Employee details. Sometimes that employee details will be stored in multiple tables, like EMP table will be there, DEPT table will be there, managers table will be there, passport related table will be there, and so on. So, uh, company will store the data in multiple tables. Take an example, employee details it is storing in one of the table called employee table. What is the first table I taken here? Employee. Tell me what type of columns you'll have in the employee table. Employee ID, first column. Employee ID, employee name, employee mobile number. I'll write to make it simple. Employee email ID, employee address, employee blood group. A lot of things will be there. We are fine with now. Along with the employee table, so they are entering employee related passport data in passport table. Which table? They have another table with the name passport table. They are not entering passport details also in the same table. They are entering in a different table. In the passport table, what will be the first column you'll have is employee ID. Then you will have passport number. Passport number. Then you will have issue date. Then you will have valid expiry date or valid date. Expiry date. Like this, other columns will be there. Let's say in that company I join as an employee. I'm the employee, I join in that company. My details will be entered in which table? Employee table as well as passport table. Let's say they given the employee ID for me as 1001. They enter my name, they enter my mobile number, they enter email ID, and then address. Right? Like this, they'll enter the details, guys, for every employee. When they enter my passport details in the passport table, what is the employee ID they'll give? 1001. My passport details 1001, passport number, some issue date, some expiry date. Just a second, guys. Now, my client is asking to show, create one visual to show customer name and passport number. What they're asking to show? Sorry, employee name and passport number. You need to take employee name from which table? Employee table. You need to take passport number from which table? Passport table. Now you need to create this visual using how many tables? Two tables. When you want to create the visual using two tables, what you require? Relationship. To define the relationship, you require common column. What is the common column? Employee ID and employee ID. While giving the relationship, you need to select cardinality, right? Tell me in employee table, employee ID will be unique or duplicate? Unique. One. That means what? One. In passport table, employee ID will be unique or duplicate? Unique. One employee can have only one passport. Again, it is what? One to one. When you are giving the relationship based on the common column, you need to tell that IDs in that column are unique or duplicate. Uh, this is what? One to one. Very rarely you might have this kind of tables. Less tables you'll have. Next is what? one to many, one to many. When I go here, I already given the example for one to many. First you take customers table or product table, any table is fine. First you take product table, then you take sales table. First table I'm taking what? Products table. Then I'm taking what? Sales table. I want to create a visual using product table and sales table together. Take an example. I want to create one visual here where I want to show product name and what? Sales. This time you need to create this visual using how many tables? Two tables. To create a visual, you need to define relationship, right? What is the common column? Product key. While giving the relationship, you need to select cardinality, right? What is the cardinality? In the product table, product key is what? One time. In the sales table, product key is what? Many times. What? Many times. What is the cardinality you'll choose here? One to many. There is no difference between one to many and many to one. What is the third type of cardinality you have? Many to one. There is no difference. What I can do is, first I can take sales table now. Which table I'll take first? I interchanging the tables. Previously I taken which table? Products. Now I'm taking what? Sales. When I take sales table first, then when I take products table next, what is the cardinality you will have now is many to one. Let's say I'm trying to give the relationship between sales table and product table based on which column? Product key. When I give the relationship, first you need to tell sales table product key is what? How many times? Many times. Products table product key is what? One time. What is the cardinality now? Many to one. So there is no difference between one to many and many to one. When the table change, it will change. Let me show you practically here. I'll show you that same thing practically here. I'll just go and delete this relationship. In order to give the relationship where I am going, manage relationship, click on what? New relationship. First if you select product table, then if you select sales table, when you select common column as product key, what is the cardinality? One to many. The meaning is what? In the product data table, product key is what? One time. In sales data table, product key is what? Many time. Is it correct? Yes. Now if you interchange, first you are going to take sales table. Let remove this first. uh, just remove this. First you select which table? Sales table. Then you select which table? Product table. What is the common column now? First you select sales table. uh, Product key. What is the common column? Product key. Here also what is the common column? Product key. What is the cardinality now? Many to one. In sales table, product key is what? Many time. In the product table, product key is what? One time. What is the cardinality? Many to one. When I go and click on save, simple. If you change the direction, it will change. um, Click on close. Wherever star is there, that is what? Many. One is there? One. So again you take here. In the customers table, customer key is what? One time. In sales table, customer key is what? Many times. Uh, okay, so you guys will understand about many to many cardinality. It will take some time. Many to many cardinality you will understand. For now keep it on hold, we'll come back and we'll understand. Okay, now we got some idea about what is this cardinalities, how we will see, how we will select. We'll talk about many to many also. So most of the times in the real time you will have what? One to many cardinality, right? Next one, so far I explained about dimension columns, fact columns, types of cardinalities except many to many. Let me talk about something called manage relationship window. Now I'll talk about something called manage relationships window. When I go to this window here, when I go to model view, there is a window called what? When you want to do data modeling work, where you will do? Manage relationship. In the manage relationship window, so far you know about what? Auto detect. You know about what? New relationship. You even know about what? Delete also. If you go and select all, if you want to delete one relationship, select the relationship, click on what? Delete. If you want to select all of them, click on what? Delete. Delete relationships also we see. And so or else if you want to filter the relationships, you can filter it. So filtering, I want to see one to one, how many cardinalities are there? Many to one, many to many, how many cardinalities are there? I want to check it. So if I select one to one, is there any one to one cardinality? No. That kind of filtering, you can do it here. One more option you have is what? Edit. What is that edit is? Let's take an example. I'm giving the relationship between customers table and sales table. To give the relationship, where you will go? Manage relationship. Click on what? New relationship, take customer table first and then take sales table next. What is the common column is customer key and customer key. By mistake, instead of selecting customer key here, I selected currency key. Click on save. It's a click on close. Now you got a relationship, but if you notice, we got the relationship based on customer key and what? Currency key. Is it correct? No, you want to edit this relationship, right? You want to modify it. In order to modify the relationship, where you can go? Manage relationship, select the relationship, click on what? Edit. When you edit, instead of selecting currency key here, you need to select what? Customer key. I selected customer key. It is the right cardinality. Now click on what? Save. Click on close. One way to get that edit relationship window is, when I double click on it, you'll get that window. What you need to do? Double click. One way, let me delete it, case. One way to go to manage relationship. So what is the easiest way to get the relationships? Auto detect, click on close. One way to open the edit relationship window is, go to manage relationship, select the relationship, click on select any relationship, click on what? Edit. Second easiest way is, just go to the relationship, double click on it. When I double click on it, which window opening? Edit relationship, where you can change common columns, where you can change cardinalities. If for some reasons, if you want to make any changes, you can change it in edit relationship window. In the manage relationship, now we understand all of them. What is this new relationship? We know. Auto detect, we know. Edit the relationship, click on delete the relationship. In the left hand side, there is something called check boxes are there. So no, not that. If you go here, status is there. What is there? Status. There is something uh, active. There is something called inactive also. You'll have what? Switch status to what? Inactive. So one thing you need to understand is, you need to understand active inactive relationship. When I select inactive, you'll get dotted line. What line you are getting? Active means bold line. uh, Inactive means dotted line. So one more thing in the manage relationship window you need to learn is active inactive relationship. Active inactive relationships. This concept is important, guys. What is this active and inactive relationships? We are trying to understand what options are available in where? Manage relationship. As part of that, we understand all the options. What we notice is, there is something called what? Status. In the status, when I go to the three dots, edit and delete, we know this same edit is available here also. Same delete is available here. We no need to discuss. What is there? Switch to active inactive is there. What is this active inactive? We need to understand. What is that? Active inactive relationships. So when we'll go with active relationships, when we will go with inactive relationships, you need to understand one of the important concept. Fine, guys. I'll do one thing. We don't have much time. Let us stop here. We'll continue from here in tomorrow's class. Let us stop here. We'll go with some questions now.